Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Annisa and I post a lot of fashion, beauty, hair care, skincare, life care. I'm just all over the place, but who isn't? So in today's video, I'll be just telling you about my spending problem, which is hair care products. I grew up not really knowing what to use for my curly hair. I was using a lot of drugstore products. My hair was fried. We used to relax my hair when I was little, and I became a cosmetologist and I was like, this stuff that we're using on my hair is not good. So here I am now spending a lot of money on my curly hair, which curly hair can be expensive, but it's also really expensive because you're trying to figure out what's good for your hair and what's not. I have very frizzy type of curls. I don't really adhere to the A to C chart when it comes to our hair, A being super straight, 4 being very tightly curled, because I really can't tell what my hair is. I would say I'm a 4A, 3B, 3C, but I have so many different textures and coils in my hair that if I try to use something that's only meant for 4A, it is too heavy. But if I use something for 3C, it's not like what I need. So it's really hard, and I just have stopped adhering to that, and I just buy everything. I test everything out. And it's a problem because my bank account is asking me, why do I need so many different types of leave-in conditioners? Don't you only need one? I really don't, until I figure out which one works best for me. And a lot of times my hair will love it, and all of a sudden it'll go, no, I don't like it anymore. It's too drying. It's too moisturizing. No. And then my hair goes limp. So then I have to buy a new leave-in conditioner. I will literally not change anything in my products. All of a sudden, my hair goes crazy, and I'm like, what is it? And then I'll start going through all my products, and it turns out it's the leave-in conditioner, or it's the conditioner I'm using, or it's the oil, or whatever. I did find an oil that I absolutely love, so I'll be sharing everything I have, which are on the naughty or nice list on my idea. And if you use some of these things and you're like, I love that, or I hate that product, it's totally fine. You're allowed to love something or hate something. Again, all of our hair is different, and what I love and what my hair loves, your hair may not love, and what my hair hates, your hair may love it. So it just depends, but I love watching videos like this because it gives me ideas and recommendations for what I should be using for my hair. I go out and test it, and I'm like, wow, that actually worked. So I would like to hopefully help someone who's like, I'm in dire need to figure out what my hair needs. So here we are. I am going to try and help, and hopefully you end up finding something in this that ends up helping your hair that you just want to try out, and you're like, that worked, or it didn't, but it is what it is. I will link everything down below. I'll go find everything for you guys so you can go check it out, buy it, do whatever you will with it. And yeah, let's just get into the video. I'll stop talking and I'll just show you the products. So I have everything kind of thrown here next to me. I have so many products. I'm awful. I literally am. It's just what I do. Anyway, for the first product, I'm talking about since I was talking about leave-in conditioner so much, this is the Pattern leave-in conditioner. I absolutely love this stuff. I've tried a lot of leave-in conditioners before. I've tried the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I've tried the Verb leave-in conditioner, which wasn't too bad, but I just didn't feel like it was doing a lot for me. This stuff does a lot for me. I use about a quarter, like a literal quarter amount in my hand, and I put it through, I section my hair in half, and I put it through both sides, and it's perfect. I love it so much. It's amazing. It doesn't really have a scent. Yeah, there's like a very light scent. All of the Pattern Beauty's products that I've had and used, they all have like the same scent to me. So it's not like an overwhelming like fragrant scent where it's like, oh, I know there's alcohol and chemicals in this and it's gonna kill my hair. It's literally perfect. I love this stuff so much. It's my holy grail. If you haven't tried out Pattern Beauty, I definitely recommend going and trying it. I love using products that are made by people who have curly hair, because her products isn't just a one curly hair product fits all curly hair. She has different shampoos and conditioners for all different types of coils and curls and waves, and I love it. For my conditioner, I'm only going over like my styling products in this, but just a tidbit. I use the tightly curled conditioner and my hair just feels amazing. I'll just like, if I don't feel like fully deep conditioning my hair, I'll just put that in my hair while I'm in the shower for like 5 minutes while I shave, or exfoliate my body and wash my face and everything. And when I brush it out, it's in the shower, my hair feels so soft. Like, it feels like I just did an overnight deep conditioning treatment. It's amazing. I love it so much. Definitely recommend trying out Pattern Beauty if you haven't checked it out already. So I give this a 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. Definitely think you should check it out. It's on the nice list. Okay, so for the next product, this is the Miss Jessies Multicultural Curls. I love this stuff as well. It's really good for any frizz that you have, and I'm a very frizzy, I have a lot of frizz, and I have a lot of frizz now, and I already used it. But it's the idea that if I don't use it, my curls are non-existent and it's just frizz. My friend put me on this. Her name's Kat. I always shout her out in my videos. She is a true influencer. She influences me to buy everything. So I'll put her Instagram here because that's what she does. She's a great influencer, and I'm always buying stuff because of her. Kat, if you're watching this, it's your fault while I'm going broke. I'm just buying everything that you're throwing at me. You're like, hey, buy this, and I'm like, done. Take my money. So it's your fault. But this Miss Jessie's products are great. I definitely want to try out more of her stuff. It's just amazing. So on it says multi-texture curls and mixed heritage textures, soft definition, frizz-free control, wash and go styling, light and non-sticky application, fast, no fuss. So it definitely is non-sticky. I can put it on my hands and I can touch my hands after, and it's not sticky. It does, again, help with the definition of my curls while also eliminating most of the frizz. And it's amazing. My only problem I had with it is that when I opened it up the very first time of using, the lid broke. I was so upset. I was like, I literally just opened this. So I don't know if anybody else had this problem or if it's just I'm too heavy-handed and I literally broke it. I've never broken a bottle like this though. And if I have, it's usually like after a few times of using it because I've just manhandled it a couple times. I did nothing to this. I did nothing to it. So there's no reason for Miss Jessie to be upset and break on me. But overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. I love the product so much. I can't wait to like reuse the whole thing and get another one. I will bump it up to a 10 out of 10 if the bottle doesn't break on me, because it's literally the worst if I'm trying to like record a video using it, or if I literally pick it up and it's got this like spike in the back. It like scratches against me. It's not like painful. It just like catches me off guard and I'm like, what is that? It's this stupid thing. So moving on. Okay, so for the next product, I got this because I'm a hairstylist, and when I walk into our shops that we go and get all of our products for, I am very influenced by packaging and reading the stuff, and it's like, this is good for curly hair or straight hair, and I'm like, is it? And then I buy it and I'm really bad about it. So this one's the Fat Boy Tacky Oil Protective Styler. I was like, it's a protective styling. I love the idea of it already. So what it says on the back is that it's a pollution protecting nourishing oil. It has like all these great oils in it that's great for holding style and, you know, also protecting our hair from the environment and whatever we're doing to our hair with the products that we're using, and blow drying, straightening, whatever. So for directions, it says apply to wet hair and diffuse for bouncy curls that stick, or blow dry for all day sleek and smooth hair. So, and it says also apply to dry hair to tame flyaways and style your way. So I haven't blow dried my hair or anything with this to make it straight. I haven't seen how it looks with my hair when it's straight. It is sticky. It's a tacky oil, so it does get tacky. You rub it in your hands and it just gets really tacky. It does. I have scrunched it into my curls and then blow dried. I ain't see a huge difference. I think gel or mousse holds better. I'm wondering if this is meant for people who have waves or looser curls rather than really tight textured hair, you know? So that was my only thing with it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I would love to try it on someone else though who has looser curls, or maybe even someone who wants their hair blow dried straight. I just don't blow dry my hair straight. Every time I straighten my hair, which is like once in a blue moon, I usually just at the end of the week, I wash my hair, I wait a day or two before it's when it's fully dry because I don't like putting excessive heat on it. Even heat protectants don't fully help, I think, and I like to just let it fully air dry, and then I go in section by section with a heat protectant and straighten my hair. I don't do the blow drying thing just because it's really hard, especially when you have this much curly hair. It's thick. I've had other people blow dry my hair straight and then go back with a straightening iron and straighten it. Beautiful. Amazing work. It's actually way faster, but for me to do it, it's literally a nightmare. I will break a brush trying to do it on myself. I can do it to other people. I just can't do it to myself. It's hard. So I would love to try this on someone, but for me, it just hasn't worked. And I have definitely used a lot of it just trying really hard. I was like, maybe I just need to use a lot of it and then just tack it all in my hair and then blow dry it. It did nothing. I have tried even just air drying it within my hair, just tacking, like just scrunching it into my curls, letting it air dry, nothing still. So I just don't think it works. I would love to see people who have looser curls, what they do, and if it works for them, if they absolutely love it. I bet if you have looser curls, it works but great. If you have straight hair and you're like, I just get little frizzies or flyaways, blow drying your hair with this would be amazing because it is tacky. But for me, it just has done nothing for my curls. Other than just add product to my hair, which I think is really gross because at the end of the day when I need shampoo and shampoo it all out, it's just added things that I have to sit there and scrub out of my hair. I have to detox out of my hair. So it's just not worth it. So this is on my naughty list. So for the next product, this is the TGIN, which is Thank God It's Natural Miracle Repair X Anti-Breakage Serum with black honey and coconut oil. It's literally my favorite oil. I love the smell of it. This literally smells amazing. I love it so much. It is heavier though, so I only use it once or twice a week depending on when I've washed my hair. And then throughout the week, just to bump up my curls and keep my curls nourished throughout the week, I use a different oil that I'll show you in a second. But this stuff is literally amazing. Holy grail. I have noticed that my curls have become a lot healthier since I've started using this, especially since I do bleach my hair. My hair is way healthier and I use this and it's amazing. I definitely recommend it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I think everybody should be using it. I use about 1 to 2 pumps. I scrunch it into my curls and then that's really it. I go about my other products. This is usually my last thing that I use in my styling process. So that's really it. I love this stuff. It's amazing. It says use a dime-sized amount, which I think 1 pump would be a dime size, but because I have so much curls, so much hair, so many curls, I do use about 1.5 pumps to 2 pumps. So, and I haven't noticed any issues doing that, especially since I'm not reapplying every single day. I use a different oil for that. But I'm telling you, this stuff is literally amazing. I think everybody should try it. It's just, you just gotta smell it even too. Like if you go to the store and you see it, I don't know if they're fully packaged where they're closed up. I ordered it online. I don't remember how it looked, but like just open it. Amazing. So this is on my nice list. So I'm just going to show you the oil that I use every single day. It's literally my favorite stuff. I've been using it for a couple years now. Holy grail. I use it every day other than the day that I wash my hair. When I wash my hair, I use the TGIN. On every other day when I wake up, I refresh my hair. I use Verb. So this is the Verb Ghost Oil. It's smoothing moringa blend plus weightless hair oil. I love this stuff. I remember I had a friend in cosmetology school who was using it in her hair, and I don't know why, but the bottle just looked really pretty to me. I loved how minimalistic it was. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, oh my God, it's ghost oil. And I had my hair straight. She'll put some in your hair. So I squeezed some in my hand. I put on my ends, and my dry, brittle ends that were straightened just instantly felt smoother, softer. The ends, the split ends just felt better. Like they weren't so split. And it was just amazing. And I was like, where'd you get it? And she's like, at the same place that we all shop, Salon Centric. So I ran down Salon Centric and I was buying other things. I got sidetracked and I was buying other things I needed at the time. And I saw it and I was like, it's really not that much. I'm just gonna buy it. So I ended up buying it. It's literally the best. I absolutely love it. It's a lot lighter, and I honestly believe this is amazing for all hair types. Curly, straight, wavy, whatever. When I was working in the salon, I would use this on everybody. I would use it as a finisher. Obviously, I'd change the amount I'd use per person. So if you have finer, straight hair, I'd use like 1/2 pump. If you have thicker, coarser hair, I'd use a full pump to even 2 pumps depending on how long your hair is. Like I have some friends that I would bring into the salon who have hair down to their butt, I would use 2 pumps of this, and it would not make their hair greasy. It would just make it shiny and soft, and after doing coloring and everything, it was amazing. For me, I use about a pump every single day, just on my ends. I scrunch it in my hair, and my hair is so healthy with it. Favorite thing. I definitely think everybody should try it. It's not that much money. You can get it from Sephora or from their website. I do have an 18% off link down below if you want to try it. I definitely think you should use it. Just use the link and it gives you 18% off. I have the link down below. Just do it. Just try it. I'm telling you. And just like, look how pretty the bottle is. Like, can you deny this bottle? It's just so minimalistic and just everything to me. I love it. I love the ghost oil so much. I actually kissed it. I didn't mean to do that. My lip gloss. Okay, moving on. This is on my nice list, 10 out of 10. Moving on. So I don't know why I got this. This is one of those products, it sat on my shelf for a long time and I had no clue where it even came from at a point. I was like, when did I buy that and why? So it's a scalp stimulating booster. It's for every type of scalp. And it's supposed to help with hair growth and whatnot. So it says food for scalp, nourishment, energy, and vitality. Wake up call, healthy, full looking hair starts at the scalp. Just take it to new heights by creating the optimal environment for hair follicles. So I don't know why I even got it. So instruction says apply directly to a dry scalp once daily, ideally in the morning. Massage evenly and thoroughly into the scalp until you feel the booster has been absorbed. Do not wash hair after application. For best results, use for at least 3 months. Together with full length density elixir. So I never bought the elixir. That's probably why I can't give you a full like why this worked or not. So I started using it, and when I would put it in my hair in the morning, I was starting to massage it in. I just felt like I was making my scalp really not even just oily. I feel like my scalp got a little oily using it. I do have an oily scalp already, but I was making my hair frizzy at the roots just because I was sitting there massaging it, and it did make my hair fluffier. Gave my hair more volume because I was sitting there massaging it, but then I was making my roots really like frizzy and I didn't really want that. So it was just really weird and I wasn't really sure about it. It does smell good, that's for sure. Overall, I was just not really thrilled by it. I didn't really see a thing with it. I bet if I did use it consistently for the 3 months with the elixir, it probably would have helped and shown some type of result. I already have thick curly hair though. I don't know why I bought it. I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like, oh, I can just add it to my morning routine when I fluff up my hair because why not? I mean, why not just help my hair out? I don't know. I just don't know what made me do this. I already have hair that grows very fast. And thick. I have no clue. So I can't even really rate this. I mean, for me, it's on my naughty list, my no list, but I don't even think I can give it a good rating. So like question mark out of 10 because I just didn't use it correctly. I'm showing you literally all my curly hair products that I've been using on myself that I'm like, I don't know why I use it. I just do. So yeah, I barely use it. And it's one of those things where now I'm like, I'm already almost like, I think I'm halfway through it. And I'm like, I may as well just finish it off and keep using it. So who knows? When I tell you I love Amica, you better believe me, because I love Amica. So Amica was a product that I came across in the shop at Salon Centric one day. I don't know why. I had always seen it. They're very colorful. You can't miss them when you go into Salon Centric or anywhere that sells Amica. But all of their products are very bright and pretty like this. Their mascot is usually the skull with like the pretty floral, I think, on its head, and it's really bright as well. And their products are just so pretty to look at. And at the time when I was like starting out in the salon, I was very weird about the products I was getting. And I was very judgmental because like I want my station to look a certain way. So at the time I was buying things that looked like Fat Boy or Verb. They're very minimalistic. I had everything black and white on my station. And then Amica came into play. And I didn't know what to do. Oh, there's the skull. That's the skull I was talking about. Yeah. Anyway, I got distracted. Amica came in and I was like, well, I can't have a bunch of minimalistic stuff on my station and also have pops of color. And I ended up telling myself to shut up, and I just did it. So I ended up getting some Amica stuff. I actually got certified with Amica. You can get, if you're a hairstylist, you get certified online with them. You learn everything about their products, what they're made with and everything. it was just something random I did. I was like really bored. I was in the middle of taking, I think, 5 classes in college, and I was like, I'm bored. Let's just add something else to my plate. And I went on their website. It was totally free. So if your hairstylist is totally free, you just have to have your license. You have to put your license in, whatever. And you just learn about the products. And learning about the products then made me more able and wanting to buy their stuff, because like their products are awesome. Why not? And their products literally smell amazing. I love all their products smell the same because their smell is known. They're known for their smell to the point where they started making hair perfume, room fragrance, and perfume of their smell. They're known for their smell. Like, you can smell it through the bottle. And every time I use it on clients, they're always like, what is that? That smells amazing. And I'm like, I know. It's Amica. Amazing, right? I love it so much. Anyway, about the product. So this is the Amica Plus Size Perfect Body Mousse. At first, I wasn't going to use this on myself. I had actually got it. I had a client coming in who was trying to figure out volume for her hair. And I was like, let me just get everything that I know that'll be good for volume, test it out on her, and if she doesn't want to buy something, we can just do that. And she had so much hair. I was like, layers would be best for you. She decided not to do layers. But for volume, if you have shorter hair, or even if you have longer hair, but you have layers and you still can't get that volume at the root that you want, mousse is always great. Dry shampoo is always great. Things like that. But for me, I've always needed a hold on my curls without draining them down while also keeping that volume. And that's something I've always needed and wanted, because a lot of things I've used in the past would define my curls, get rid of all my frizz, but then my curls were so dragged down that I had no volume. Or I would use something that gave me all frizz and no curl. So it was really weird, and I was like, I love Amica so much, let me just try it. With the quarantine and everything, and me not working in the salon, and me taking home all of my hair stuff, it's literally scattered all over my room in different places. I was like, let me just start playing with it and using it on myself. Like, I haven't used the mousse on myself. I've used some of their other stuff, but not the mousse. So I was like, let me just try it. So I went ahead and tried the mousse out. It literally smells amazing. I'm going to take some out right now just because I love it. But I started using the mousse. I started scrunching into my hair. I flip my hair over. I scrunch into my hair. It has helped my curls so much. My curls literally stay for way longer. I can sleep on my hair. I sleep with a bonnet, but even with the bonnet, my hair still gets scrunched and my curls get flattened in the bonnet. With this, my curls just keep their curl. Like, I just can't get over it. I can run my fingers through my curls and not have them frizz out as much. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to brush my curls, but just the definition that they keep now is amazing. So it literally just, you only need a little bit too because it expands like that. And it just smells amazing. Let me just put this in my hair real quick, because why not? Usually I flip my hair upside down, but my camera's right in front of me. If I flip my hair, I'll end up hitting you, and I don't want to flip you or hurt you. It's not what I want to do. But like, it's amazing. Look how much more fluffed up my hair is while also keeping all of those curls. It's literally amazing. I use it when I get out of the shower. Once I've already put my leave-in conditioner, the Miss Jessies, in, I'll put a little bit of this in. I'll actually do gel first, and then I put this in just to really hold my curl, because I know I usually don't wash my hair for quite a few days. I sleep on it. I throw it up in a ponytail. I do so many things with it throughout the day. It usually frizzes up. So I put gel in. I do my leave-in conditioner, Miss Jessies, gel, then this, and then I'll put some oil in at the end. So definitely 10 out of 10. Love this stuff so much. It smells amazing. I definitely recommend trying it if you have curly hair. Even wavy hair, I think it'd be great for you. If you have straight hair, I think you could take a little bit, just kind of like fluff it in your fingers and just put it in your root and just let it dry. Like, if you're trying to get that volume, so let's say you want like the bump up here, you put a little bit there, and you flip it like that, and you just let it dry. So when you flip it back, it'll be bumped. It's great. So many hacks for hair care, for curly hair, straight hair, everything's amazing. Just try it. So, nice list. So people hate me for this one, actually. There's a lot of back and forth within the hair care community, within the hairstyling community, when it comes to Olaplex. And I like Olaplex. I don't have an issue with them. I went out of my way to get Olaplex number 8. It's the Bond Intense Moisture Mask. I just really wanted to try it. I've used the bonding treatments on people. I took a person who had pitch black hair and I had to bleach her all the way up to a like level 9 blonde, almost 10, to get her to then be able to dye her, because we were going into like a pink ombre and she wanted kind of pastel, and I was like, you need to be blonde for this. And her hair was going to die if I didn't use the Olaplex bonders in it. And I definitely didn't. It was amazing. I'm playing with this. I loved what Olaplex did. This was before the Olaplex 8 came out. I used the whole treatment on her. It was amazing. I even gifted her at the end the take home treatment. I did the oil on her every single time she came in. It was amazing. The Olaplex number 7 oil is really great. I just don't use it on myself just because it's really expensive, and I bought it for the salon and for my clients, and I have it in my bag with all of my other stuff. I don't want to use it on myself because like it's a waste to me. It's literally for my clients. It's not for me. Olaplex is very expensive. But when it comes to number 8, I don't know if I've really noticed a difference. I am going to bleach my hair soon, so we'll see how that goes. After I bleach my hair, we'll see if the Olaplex number 8 helps. But I've been using the Olaplex number 6, which was the leave-in conditioner, and I wasn't really a huge fan of it. One, because the bottle sucked. Like, the product was super thick in it, and to be able to get it out, you had to keep the bottle actually upside down because it wasn't a pump. I 100% believe that if it was a pump bottle, it would be way better. But because it's just a squeeze bottle, you have to literally leave it upside down, and you have to open it up, squeeze it out, whatever, and it's awful. I hated the bottle so much, and it was very thick, and it just didn't mix well with other products, so I don't think it was really great for curly hair. I don't even think fine hair even. I think maybe if you just only used that and used like the smallest amount in fine hair, probably would have been fine. But for my hair, it just didn't seem like it was doing much. I don't think my hair really liked it. I think my hair only liked it when I bleached it. When I bleached it, I felt like my hair was really healthy after, and then a little bit after, I felt like my hair got really heavy. And I think it was because the Olaplex number 6. So I finished that off. I got the Olaplex number 8, and I just haven't noticed a difference. It's not heavy, and it's not anything. Like, my hair still feels healthy and whatever. So I don't really know. It was kind of expensive, so I don't know if I really recommend it. I do think that if you're bleaching your hair a lot, if you're coloring your hair a lot, if you're doing a lot of damage to it, if you're always straightening it, putting heat on it, whatever, I would recommend getting it. But I don't do anything to my hair. I don't like putting heat on my hair. I don't like diffusing my hair. The only thing I like doing is bleaching. I literally only do it every like couple months. Like, I'm actually past due bleaching my hair. I keep telling myself I will, but I'm doing it myself, and it's literally just takes up so much time of my life to bleach my hair because I have so much hair. So I just don't want to do it. I'll probably weave in some highlights because I just don't want to do it. But again, if you're like a fanatic when it comes to color or heat or whatever, I definitely recommend getting the number 8. You could literally throw it in at any time in your hair care routine. Just throw it in and be done. It literally doesn't weigh my hair down. Unlike the leave-in number 6. Number 6 weighed my curls down. This does not. I really like this way more than number 6. I'm not getting the number 6 again for myself. I'll probably get the number 6 for my clients again. This I won't get. I will keep getting. I'll probably get another one for when I go back to the salon, because it's really good. I do like it for if you're coloring and heat and everything. I haven't, like, it doesn't hurt to add bond to your hair, especially when you have curly hair, which is prone for breakage and everything. It doesn't hurt to add bonding to your hair. Have I noticed any breaking? No. But have I noticed like my hair being soft and luscious and whatever? No. I will let you know how I feel about it once I bleach my hair and my hair is a little bit fried. This will kind of be my savior, I guess. So this is like an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because it does say you're supposed to use it like all the time, but I just don't notice anything. So it's up to you. Again, if you damage your hair a lot, curly or not curly, I recommend it for you. I just don't do anything. If you're low maintenance when it comes to like heat and whatever else, if you don't go swimming a lot, if you literally don't put chemicals or whatever else in your hair, I think you should just do it. Who cares? Doesn't hurt. So this is on my nice list still because I'm still going to use it and I still want to use it on other people. Okay, so this is the Curlsmith Moisture Recipe. Curl Conditioning Oil and Cream. When I tell you I don't know how I've been living without this, I mean it. It just like a moment of love and praise for this product because it has done so much for me. Just amazing. So I actually apply this in the shower. Once I'm done shampooing and conditioning, I actually brush it in the shower. So what I do is I put my conditioner in my hair and then I detangle it with the conditioner in it still under the running water. It really helps get the tangles out. I recommend that for any kid too. Like if you have a kid that has curly hair and you sit and try to do their hair outside of the tub, outside of the shower, whatever, I definitely recommend keeping them in the bathtub and just keeping their hair wet and keeping a lot of conditioner in it as you brush it out because it helps. The tangles literally come out. They literally just slip out when you do it that way. But then I go in after, once I have all the tangles out, and I put a little bit of this in on both sides. I put like good little, I don't know, like middle of my palm area, that amount on both sides of my hair. And I sit there keeping the brush wet under the shower head. I don't want to keep my whole head in it because I'll then wash all the product off. But I keep my head away from the shower. I take the brush and I keep it wet and I brush it through my hair. And I also make sure to even get it on my root because then it curls my root really well. And my curls have been so defined. Like, my curls are defined and they last longer and, again, way less frizz. I'm using a lot of products that are good for keeping frizz away because without it, I have more of a fro than curls. So more anti-frizz products, the better. This stuff is amazing. I could actually run out of some of these products I use for my frizz and use this, and my curls are still pretty okay that I can go out and do stuff and not feel self-conscious about my frizz and curls. It's literally amazing. Holy grail. Only issue is that Ulta does sell a bigger bottle, which is definitely more worth it. It's $40. The bottle is god-awful. When I tell you it's god-awful, it's god-awful. The bottle even tells you on here, I'm pretty sure it tells you on here to like do it in the shower, like when your hair's wet. Hold on. So it says on here, divide wet hair into sections and smooth through, do not rinse out, whatever. So you're supposed to use this on wet hair. It doesn't even say damp hair, it says wet hair. And that was the biggest thing I saw about this. I was like, that's very different than other products. Other products will tell you, use this on damp hair, you know, freshly washed damp hair, whatever. This is like, use it on wet hair. That's why I use it in the shower. So the other bottle, I'll show you the bottle right here, is way bigger. It's way worth it. I did buy it at one point because Ulta was having a sale and I was like, I do go through this stuff like water. I may as well buy the bigger bottle. It was awful and I wish I didn't get it, or I wish I'd saved these. So I definitely recommend either getting this one first, the smaller one, running out of it, keeping this, and then if you liked it, getting the bigger bottle, and out of the shower, like, I don't know, when you're in the bathroom brushing your teeth or doing something, whatever, squeeze half of that bottle worth into here and put this in your shower because you will not be able to get anything out of that bottle. It's literally awful. Again, it's one of those squeeze bottles. It should be everything. I hate squeeze bottles. Nothing should be a squeeze bottle anymore. Everything should be pumps. I like strongly stand behind that. When your hands are wet and you're dealing with your wet hair, you can't squeeze a bottle, especially something round and hard. It doesn't squeeze right, so then it slips out of your hand, and it also like bends the bottle weird where it doesn't then suck back in air, and it's like the bottle's broken pretty much. I had to try to keep the bottle balanced against something in the shower upside down because if I wanted anything to get out of it, I would have to do that, but still, even then, I would have to sit there and squeeze really hard and throw the bottle out of my hand because it would fall out. It's an awful bottle. Like, if Curlsmith were to ever ask me what's one thing you would change about us, I would say fix your bottle when it comes to oil and cream product, because the bottle of the big stuff I want, but I can't use it. It frustrates me, so I don't buy it. I keep buying these small ones. I shouldn't. I should buy the big one. Only problem. So I would give this a 9 out of 10 simply just because of the bottle. You do go through this a lot if you have a lot of hair like me. So you would want the bigger bottle so you can go a month or two without having to buy more of this, but because the bottle sucks, and if you have no patience like me, you'll keep buying these and you'll keep having to restock these every month. Or even like less than that, depending on how many showers and how often you wash your hair. And how long your hair is too. It's god awful. It hurts me because I love the product so much and all I want to do is praise it, but because the bottle sucks, it makes me not want to buy it. Like, that's the only thing. I love this stuff. Again, moment of silence for praise. Anyway, this is definitely on my nice list. I love it. It's perfect. You can just, I keep it in the shower. Again, it comes with this top. This is my newer bottle I actually just got. But yeah, like when you run out of this, just keep it. And you can reuse it for stuff. I have one that I kept that I reused for jewelry and stuff. I have jewelry and like hair products, like hair pins and stuff in it. But I would definitely like recommend keeping it, buying the big one and squeezing it all out into it. I just don't have the patience for it. And also I'm using the other one for actually stuff that I need stored. So I'm hoping when I run out of the one that's in the shower right now, I'll keep it and I'll just buy the bigger one and I'll just sit there and squeeze it out. Curlsmith, please listen to my plead and just fix the bottle. Put a pump on it. Just put a pump on it. Moving on. So I thought it'd be perfect time to actually talk about this Curlsmith product. It's a curl defining styling souffle. It's literally a gel. I just shook it and I probably shouldn't have. Oh, thank God I kept the thing on it. It's literally a gel. It reminds me of that stuff you see on TikTok all the time where you like pull out a giant piece of slime and you clean your car with it. I actually got it by accident. So Ulta was having a sale on both this and this. They come in the same packaging and they look exactly the same. I wanted to buy, because they're having a buy one get one half off, I think, and I wanted to buy my oil and cream, and instead I bought 2 of these. I was shopping online. I just real quickly was like, I need it. Bought 2 of these and I was very upset. My other one of these is sitting in my drawer. And what's weird though is that you can't choose online what hair type you're getting it for. So this one that I'm actually using is for extra thirsty, curly, or kinky hair. The other one that came with it is for wavy hair, extra thirsty wavy hair, I think it's called. And I just don't understand why they would send me one of each, or even why there's not an option to pick what hair type you have. I didn't even notice that. Like, that was something that actually really upset me when I got it. And I was really upset that I even bought it. And then I was like, you know what, I'll probably just use it. It's a lot like a gel. So I call it a gel. I was really weirded out though because it's so slimy. So I was like, this isn't gonna work. But I literally put a little bit in my hands. I scrunch it into my curls and it works. It definitely works. But yeah, this was definitely an accident. I really didn't mean to get this. But I do love Curlsmith and their products. So I would recommend this if you're looking for a type of gel. It's just, it is good. I like it. It was such a complete accident. I wasn't looking for a gel. I wasn't looking to buy a Curlsmith souffle gel type product. It was literally an accident. It's probably another thing I would tell Curlsmith, please make a bigger difference between these two, so I don't accidentally go home with 10 of these when I meant to go home with 10 of these, because the oil and cream is what I need more of. But no, this is really good and I do like it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 on the nice list just because it is weird. It is slimy and it throws you off when you first get it. And again, because when you try to order it online, the idea that you can't order for your hair type, they just send you what they have, is really weird. That's why I give it an 8 out of 10. When it comes to the product itself, again, still an 8 out of 10, just because I don't feel like it fully defined. It doesn't get rid of all this curl. I do have to use this plus the mousse to make sure I do define my curl. So only reason. Just to keep within the Curlsmith family here, here's the Curlsmith Moisture Recipe Moisture Memory Reactivator. What's funny is I thought reactivator was a word, but every time I put it into my Apple phone, I type it out, it underlines it because it's not a word. I believe reactivator should be a word, or Apple should fix that. Anyway, again, this is another one of those products where I'm like, how did I live without this? So all of high school, when I would wake up in the morning and I wanted my hair down and I had slipped with it up in a ponytail or whatever, and it was frizzy and a mess, I would go straight for the water bottle and spray my hair. All that did, I felt like, was just make me smell like a wet dog and make me frizzy. I never felt like it actually did anything. So then I had read a hack where it was like, put some of your conditioner in your water bottle, shake it up, and spray it through your hair. I still felt like it did nothing other than just make my hair wet and then dry frizzy. I have no clue what it was about water just simply being in my hair that did not define my curl or help my curls. But it was upsetting. And even today, I will try to use a water bottle and still just does not do what I need. It just makes my hair wet and takes out the curl, any curl that I have there, and replaces it with frizz. My hair doesn't like water, I think. But using this, I had seen it and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. It has really good reviews. I bought it once and I just keep going back and buying more. I use it every single morning after I wash my hair. So the first day I wash my hair, I don't use it. Then after that, every day I've washed my hair after that, I spray my hair a lot. I drench my hair in this and it's amazing. I drench my hair and then I use my Verb oil. I'm done. It's literally amazing. I've never seen a product that can really re-enhance your curls like as if you re-washed your hair. Like that's literally what it does. I sprayed it in my hair before I started recording this morning and it's amazing. I feel like I took a shower yesterday and I feel like I literally jumped out of the shower today with my curls be looking the way they do. Obviously on like the day before I go take a shower again, I'm like, okay, my curls are looking a little crusty. It's time to wash. They're not keeping that curl. But literally before, when I would try to use water, my hair would look bad that second day after the wash. So this stuff definitely helped. I give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend on the nice list. I think it's amazing. I think you should definitely check it out if you have curly hair. Especially if you have curly hair and you try to only wash your hair every 3 days, once a week, whatever, but your curls just feel dead after a while or they just look really frizzy. I definitely recommend trying it. And for the last product, this is the r+co Balloon Dry Volume Spray. So again, because I'm a hairstylist, I was actually sent this. r+co had actually reached out to me, asked me to just, I think, fill out a questionnaire for them or something because I was a hairstylist, put in my license, and then they sent me 3 full-size products for free. And I had gotten this and 2 other things I actually use at the salon, so I don't use them on myself. But this one, I was like, you know what, I could use this on the salon. And I didn't have much time to use at the salon, but in quarantine, I was like, let me just try it for myself, see how I like it. It does bring volume. And people always ask me why I would need volume having curly hair. A lot of times after doing all of my curly hair stuff, my hair is flat and then curly, and it's very odd. And all I want is volume up here. This definitely does it. And I feel like dry shampoo a lot of times leaves this really like grimy like texture on my scalp, and I don't like that, especially since I have an oily scalp and it makes my scalp already feel uncomfortable after a while. This doesn't leave any type of residue on my scalp. My scalp doesn't feel gross and grimy and whatever after using it. I just spray. You should definitely use this in a ventilated area, but I just spray it like that, and now I have volume. Now I have to do the other side. There we go. It's very uneven. I definitely should have sprayed more all over my scalp. So yeah, it literally fluffs you up and it's amazing. I definitely recommend this for people of all hair types, straight, wavy, curly. If you're just looking for that volume, if your hair isn't giving you the volume you need, I think it's great. I haven't had an issue. The only thing I don't like is the smell. The smell reminds me of nail polish remover. And the products, like, the ingredients aren't that bad, especially since if you're going to be using it on, like, an every once in a while basis. I don't use this every day. I literally use this, like, once in a blue moon when I'm about to record a video and I'm like, my hair ain't working with me, when I'm gonna go do a photo shoot and I'm like, I don't know why my hair isn't giving me the volume that it normally does. Like, for those of us that have curly hair, and you know me, you know our curls like to one day just, we don't do anything different to them and they're just beautiful, and then another time you do exactly the same thing and they just fall flat and they just literally don't want to do anything. This product is literally meant for those days where you're like, you need to look the way you did the other day. That's why I like this one so much. And again, if you don't like that grimy feeling of like a dry shampoo on your scalp, I definitely recommend this. I've tried a lot of dry shampoos actually. I used to just tell myself I didn't need dry shampoo because I have curly hair and there's no need. Dry shampoo is for visible greasy hair, but It's great for adding volume. And if you just have oily hair that even if it's not noticeable to others and you just feel it, it's great for just soaking up that oil. I do use dry shampoo if like I'm supposed to take a shower, I need to go wash my hair and I'm like, okay, I don't have time to wash my hair today. I don't have time to shampoo, but I definitely can't stand the oil feeling on my scalp. I'll spray my hair down with dry shampoo. I have no issue with that. But then that night, it's grimy, and I hate the feeling of then that dry griminess. So then I definitely need to go take a shower and detox my scalp. It's a mess. This stuff definitely doesn't leave that. Like, my scalp still feels the same as it always does. A little oily. So it's not great for like getting rid of oil, but it's definitely great for adding volume. The only thing is I don't like the smell. It does smell like nail polish remover. I will keep saying it. It smells like acetone. I don't know. And I see there's a perfume in it. The perfume is like the second to last ingredient. So it's really weird, but it's not bad. It literally does the job. I really like it. It's perfect for the volume I need, especially when I need to record something, I need to take photos, whatever. I definitely think it'd be cool to like keep in your purse. So if you're like, I don't want to keep dry shampoo with me, I don't like dry shampoo, but you're like, I need that volume sometimes, I'm gonna go take pictures, throw it in your purse when you need it, pull it out, spray it in. I think it's perfect for that. So this is definitely an 8 out of 10, just because again, I don't like the smell. Other than that, it's great. Okay, so that was all the products. I did not count how many that was. If you counted, comment it down below because that was a lot. It definitely was a lot. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the products, please don't hesitate to ask. I will definitely answer, especially because curly hair is a journey that we all have questions about. And I love answering people's questions. I love asking other people questions just because we don't really know the answers to curly hair. It just kind of comes and goes while we do things, while we live. So go ahead and ask me anything you want down below. If you want to go follow my Instagram, my TikTok, and everything, it's all linked down below as well, where I post a lot of my curly hair stuff, and you see a lot of my pictures of curly hair and stuff. If there's anything curly hair related you want to see in the future, please let me know as well. And thank you so much for watching again. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.